Welcome back to PT's RC Raceway Need for Speed. Here with me, I have Drake Hartzel.
What do I do with my hands?
You set them right there on the table. You're okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
So, let's just jump right into this. Why did you start RC racing?
Well, I started RC racing because my dad has raced full-size cars, and I asked to drive it, and I was told no, but these cars are in my price range. I can afford one of these, so I went ahead and put one together because I saw there was RC car tracks, and I thought it was cool. And I started off-road racing 5 or 6 years ago. And then all the off-road tracks up by me closed, and then I saw that they had oval cars. And I thought, wow, that looks cool. So I went ahead and I built an oval car, and I started coming down this way. I go up to Wisconsin, and it's a blast.
I almost started the same way. Big cars too expensive, little cars just right. So how long have you been racing for?
I think I've been racing RC cars for 5 or 6 years. Like I said, I got to think about that, what year I started. I think I started in 2015 was when I first made my first laps. And then, but before then, I did race bicycles. I raced BMX when I was 7 years old, I believe. I only did it for a season, and then I ended up getting out of it. I don't remember what the reasoning was. But yeah, and then like I said, I've always been a pit crew member on my dad's big car.
I can see you, and I also can't see you riding BMX bikes. It's an interesting picture.
Well, that was little me. That was younger me.
What do you like most about RC racing?
I like I like all the competition. I had a blast tonight running the Slash Street Stock. We ran side by side for a few laps, and that was just a blast. It's hard to describe, but I like being able to just run door to door with people. It's a blast.
You mentioned racing a Slash Street Stock. What other classes do you run?
Well, I run a little bit of everything. Slash Street Stock's been my main class for the longest time, but I also run, my biggest class is my favorite class is the 13.5 B mod class, but that class is kind of fading out. So I've been running it up in A mod recently, in SE A mod, seeing what I can do. I've been finishing like mid pack to the back in the A main, which I think is awesome for a stock chassis 13.5 car.
Oh yeah.
But I've also been running, this year I got into buggy street stock. I've been struggling a little bit with that car, but I've got some more things I want to try, figure that out. And then I just bought, for a while I dabbled in Midwest mod. I still have enough pieces to put one together, but I don't have one currently. And then I just bought a 1/10 scale late model. So I've been dipping my toes into that a little bit recently, and those cars are way different to run. There's a lot more power. The chassis, it's a lot different than running a big tire car or a stock chassis car. It's just a lot to take in, but yeah, I believe that's all the classes that I run. I might have missed a few. If you know me, I run a lot of stuff everywhere, but yeah, I think that about sums it up.
Hearing that kind of affects me almost in a negative way. I get messed up trying to run 2 classes, and then Drake's over here running 3,000 classes.
The rule of thumb is I limit typically 2 classes a night. The most I'll ever do is 3. Any more than that, you're in over your head. A couple Sundays ago, I ran at Island Speedway in Muscatine, Iowa, and I ran 4 classes, but that was running my B mod and A mod as well. And that was just, I was way strung out. Plus, I was filming a video for my YouTube channel, Drake Hartzel RC, and that, between all 5 of those things, that was just a mess.
Which class is your favorite?
It's a toss-up between the 13.5 B mod and the Slash Street Stock, but I'm going to have to lean over with the 13.5 B mod. However, if you go up and run up north in Wisconsin, the Slash Street Stock class up there is booming. Like at Attitude RC Raceway, you see an average of 30 entries for Slash Street Stock, and anyone from the B main can win the A. It's amazing.
You mentioned you raced at a couple different tracks up in Wisconsin and stuff. I'm assuming you've raced both indoors and outdoors. Which do you prefer?
I probably prefer outdoor. that's kind of why I come here to PTs, because it reminds me a lot of an outdoor track. And the indoor stuff is more high bite, and I'm not a high bite racer. I grew up watching real dirt late models, and I'm watching them kind of slide through the corners and stuff, and this reminds me a lot more of real racing.
Do you have any wins from like large events, like let's say King of the Wings, which happened I guess somewhat recently, and even
so the 13.5 series, it's for the Midwest mods and the 13.5 sprints.
Yeah. So
But, I do have a couple big wins. My most recent big wins, I guess, would be I did win 13.5 B mod racing winners at BB Mods. I've also won, going back, I'm trying to remember most recent to least recent. I won the trophy race for the Slash Street Stocks at Attitude. There were 32 entries that day, and I think I came from the B main to win that one. I ended up qualifying like 4th in the B main, and I won that, and then I ended up winning the main. But then before that, I forgot. I won the Slash Street Stock trophy race at Island Speedway a couple weeks ago. I ended up setting TQ at that race too in 13.5 B mod, but I took the back row challenge and I burnt the right front tire off the car coming through the pack. I was up to 3rd, and I got outran by Jody Meetzger and Jason Van Heis, who, if you don't know, they ran 1-2 at the Chili Bowl in B mod, but I outqualified them. And then I also, last Memorial Day, was it Memorial Day? Yeah, last Memorial Day, I won the B mod trophy race out there at Island Speedway. And I also set TQ for that. And then I got a couple more bigger ones, but those are the biggest that I can think of off the top of my head.
You mentioned you like how PTs almost seems like an outdoor track to you. Is there anything else in particular you like about PTs?
I like how the track flows. It flows nicely. There's multi-groove racing. That's the biggest reason why I come here in the wintertime, because it's the only indoor track I've been to where we get multi-groove racing. The closest to multi-groove racing I've had is indoor, would be the James E. Bate Raceway in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But that's a little flat bull ring, like run around the infield banner here. And you're basically just trading slide jobs instead of actually running side by side. We're here, I ran door to door with Tyler Munsterman for like 5-10 laps, something like that. It's just a blast.
Do you have any advice to young drivers or racers maybe thinking about getting into the sport?
Yes, I do. First off, you're not going to be good overnight. Trust me. It took me probably 2 years to get a handle on a car, and then after I did that, another year after that, my off-road track closed, so then I switched over to oval, and it took me, I don't know, it probably took me 2 years to figure out setup on a Slash. And I was constantly running in the back, and then like I just said, I've won a bunch of trophy races, and it just takes time. It's going to take time for your skill to grow. Don't rush into things, and yeah, just be patient and try and be courteous to other drivers.
Oh yeah. Are there any cars or products that you endorse?
Not off the top of my head. I do really like Shark RC bodies. I've been supporting Paul. I'm good friends with Paul. Up there, he runs Attitude during the summertime, and I ran there for points last year. I ended up finishing 2nd in Slash Street Stock points. I lost the win by, I think it was 2 points, but yeah, I really like the Shark RC bodies. Those really stand out good to me. Other than that, I just run whatever I can get my hands on.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are now moving on to, Drake has been on the show before. I'm not sure if at the time we had the lightning round. Do you remember?
I remember there was a lightning round, but I have no clue what the questions were.
All right. And yes, Drake has been on before. It was a long time ago. It was the pre-YouTube days. He's just good enough that we had to have him back. Alrighty. So here's the lightning round. What's the first car you had? If you may remember, this is not an RC car. This is a sit behind the wheel, and you're driving down the Main Street car.
1999 Chevrolet S10 with a 4.3 V6. Extended cab, long bed.
I think I remember doing this now, and you gave me an RC car as that answer.
Oh.
That's why we had Drake back. Who's your favorite race car driver?
Real race car driver? I don't know. It's a toss-up between either Shannon Babb or Billy Moyer Sr.
Of course, it's Shannon Babb. Folks, again, I gotta just bring it back. You may remember seeing, was it the World 100 that you were there?
I
wanna
was
say?
at the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
That's
and I
what
made
it
it
was.
on TV there.
Shannon Babb.
You may remember me as the crazed guy with his shirt off in turn 3.
Who wouldn't remember that? Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Pancake or waffle?
Pancake.
Favorite pizza topping?
Sausage.
Interesting. I don't think we've ever heard that before. I don't remember, but still. Sausage is a favorite pizza topping.
Yep.
Kind of weird. Anyway, we live in that kind of part of Illinois, central Illinois, where the weather is terrible. Cubs or Cardinals?
I don't watch football. Sorry, I don't watch baseball either.
Whatever floats your boat, Drake. What's your favorite movie?
That's, I don't know, Talladega Nights.
When in doubt, say Talladega Nights.
Yep.
Anyway, I think I'm feeling loopy. I think we got to call it for tonight. Thank you for tuning in to PT's RC Raceway Need for Speed. Subscribe, like, comment down below. First time saying that. Getting used to it. And, leave a comment. Tell me if you liked it or not. That's all for today. Tune in next time for more PT's RC Raceway Need for Speed.